Welcome to Movie Time. Today, we're excited to bring you our selection of the top 10 best movies currently streaming on Netflix. These films will keep you hooked from start to finish, delivering non-stop thrills, intense moments, and heart-pounding scenes that won't let you look away for even a second. By the end of this video, you'll probably discover a few new favorites to add to your must-watch list. If you enjoy these movie summaries, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it with your movie-loving friends. Stay tuned until the very end and let us know your favorite film in the comments below. Number 10. The Wandering Earth. The Wandering Earth is a 2019 Chinese science fiction. Set in the near future, humanity faces an unprecedented crisis as the sun ages rapidly, threatening to expand into a red giant and endanger Earth and all life upon it. Faced with extinction, the nations of the world unite under a single government to attempt the unimaginable The Wandering Earth project. Rather than abandoning the planet, humanity decides to save it by transforming Earth itself into a vast spacecraft. Millions of colossal fusion-powered engines have been constructed across the globe, designed to propel the planet on a centuries-long voyage out of the solar system toward a distant new home. As Earth begins its journey, life on the surface changes dramatically. The planet's rotation is halted, leaving one side in perpetual day and the other in endless night. Against this backdrop, the story follows a group of ordinary people, scientists, astronauts, soldiers, and civilians, who find themselves caught in extraordinary circumstances. Number 9. Army of Thieves. Army of Thieves is a 2021 action thriller and a stylish prequel to Army of the Dead. The film follows Sebastian, a meek bank teller with an unusual passion. He is obsessed with legendary safes built by the master locksmith Hans Wagner, which are considered nearly impossible to crack. Though his interest makes him a lonely figure, his detailed knowledge soon draws the attention of a mysterious stranger who pulls him into a world far beyond his quiet life. Sebastian is recruited into an international crew of misfit criminals, each with their own specialty. Their mission is bold and dangerous, to track down and open the iconic ring cycle safes scattered across Europe. With law enforcement hot on their trail and the stakes rising at every turn, Sebastian must push past his fears and prove himself as more than just an eccentric safe enthusiast. As the team undertakes increasingly daring jobs, tensions begin to flare, testing both their loyalty and their ability to work together. Number 8. Alpha. Alpha is a 2018 historical adventure set in Ice Age Europe around 20,000 years ago. The story follows the journey of a young hunter named Keda, the son of his tribe's chief. As part of his initiation into adulthood, Keda joins the men of his tribe on a dangerous bison hunt. During the expedition, the group manages to corner a herd, but the hunt turns tragic when Keda is thrown off a cliff by a charging bison. Believing him dead, the tribe mourns and leaves him behind. However, Keda survives the fall, badly injured but alive. Struggling to find his way home across the unforgiving landscape, he faces hunger, freezing nights, and predators. One day he encounters a wounded wolf separated from its pack. Though they are enemies by nature, Keda cannot bring himself to kill it. Instead, he tends to its injury and slowly earns its trust. Over time, a bond forms between boy and animal as they learn to depend on each other for survival. Number 7. Blood Red Sky. Blood Red Sky is a 2021 tense action horror thriller set on a transatlantic overnight flight from Europe to the United States. The story centers on Nadia, an apparently ordinary mother traveling with her young son Elias. But their trip is anything but ordinary, since Nadia is dealing with a mysterious illness that needs urgent treatment abroad. Soon after the plane takes off, a group of ruthless terrorists stages a hijacking. Their carefully planned operation throws the passengers into chaos, trapping everyone thousands of feet above the ground with no chance of escape. Among those caught in the middle are Nadia and Elias, who must rely on each other to survive as the hijackers tighten their control. During the chaos, Nadia is injured and forced to reveal her terrifying secret. She is afflicted with vampirism. Determined to protect Elias, she unleashes her powers, transforming into a savage creature with enhanced strength and speed. Blending fast-paced thrills with emotional depth, Blood Red Sky is more than just a survival story. Number 6. Project Power. Project Power is a 2020 fast-paced action thriller set in the vibrant and chaotic streets of New Orleans, where a mysterious new pill called Power is creating a wave of fear and uncertainty. The drug grants anyone who takes it temporary superhuman abilities for a brief period, but the powers are unpredictable and can be dangerous. The city quickly becomes a hotbed of crime and chaos, as people and criminals alike seek to exploit the pill for their own gain. The story follows three central characters whose paths intersect amid the turmoil. Art, a former soldier, is drawn into the fight against the drug, driven by his experiences and a desire to stop its destructive impact. Frank, a dedicated and determined police officer, is investigating the source of the pill, working to protect the city and bring those responsible to justice. Robin, a resourceful young woman, becomes involved as she searches for a missing family member, navigating the dangerous underworld created by the drug trade. Number 5. Carry On.
You listen to.
Carry On is a 2024 action thriller that follows Ethan Kopech, a young TSA officer working the night shift at a bustling international airport on Christmas Eve. What begins as a routine evening quickly turns tense and unpredictable when Ethan encounters a mysterious traveler who places him in an impossible situation. Tasked with handling a high-stakes security dilemma, Ethan must navigate the challenges of airport safety while under intense pressure, with every decision carrying potentially serious consequences. As the hours tick by, Ethan's normally structured world becomes increasingly chaotic. He is forced to think quickly, balancing professional responsibility with the need to protect the people around him. The film builds tension by focusing on the claustrophobic, high-pressure environment of airport security, where every action and inaction could have significant implications. Through clever storytelling and a fast-moving plot, Carry On keeps viewers engaged from start to finish, creating a gripping experience without revealing key twists or the ultimate outcome. Number 4. Rebel Ridge.
These cops might end up on top.
Rebel Ridge is a gripping action crime thriller that follows Terry Richmond, a former Marine, as he confronts systemic corruption in a rural town. Terry's cousin is unjustly jailed after the local police seize her bail money under dubious circumstances. Fueled by a deep sense of justice and loyalty, Terry decides to take on the corrupt law enforcement that wields power unchecked in the community. As Terry begins his pursuit of accountability, the situation escalates, drawing him into a high-stakes battle with Chief Sandy Byrne and his officers. His military training and strategic thinking become crucial as he outmaneuvers the corrupt authorities. The film blends intense action sequences with a gritty exploration of justice and morality, depicting Terry's relentless fight against a system designed to oppress. Number 3. The Northmen. The Northmen is a 2022 epic action drama set against the rugged landscapes of the Viking Age. It tells the story of young Prince Amleth, whose life is shattered by a violent betrayal. Forced to flee his homeland, he grows into a relentless warrior, hardened by years of survival and battle. Though time and distance separate him from his past, he never forgets the oath he swore as a child, to reclaim what was stolen from him and confront the dark forces that destroyed his family. Guided by visions of fate and fueled by unyielding determination, Amleth embarks on a perilous journey across seas and hostile lands. His path is one of blood and fire, where survival depends not only on strength, but also on cunning. Along the way, he encounters allies who awaken his humanity, as well as enemies who test the limits of his resolve. Number 2. Train to Busan. Train to Busan is a 2016 Korean action horror that follows Seok-woo, a busy fund manager who is reluctantly taking his young daughter Suwon from Seoul to Busan so she can visit her mother. On the train, the world outside erupts into chaos as a sudden zombie outbreak spreads rapidly across South Korea. A bitten woman boards the train, unknowingly carrying the infection, which quickly turns passengers into aggressive flesh-eating zombies. As the infection spreads from car to car, Seok-woo must navigate the confined train with Suwon, facing both the undead and human threats. The film combines fast-paced action with emotional storytelling. Seok-woo, initially self-centered and distant from his daughter, gradually transforms as he prioritizes her safety over his own. Meanwhile, the passengers' choices reveal human nature under extreme pressure. Some act heroically, while others betray others to save themselves. Number 1. 1917. 1917 is a 2019 war film set during World War I. The story follows two young British soldiers, Lance Corporals Tom Blake and Will Schofield, who are suddenly summoned for a perilous mission. It is April 6, 1917, and the German army appears to have retreated. However, aerial reconnaissance has revealed that the withdrawal is a trap. The British 2nd Battalion of the Devonshire Regiment is poised to launch an attack that would send 1,600 men, including Blake's older brother, straight into an ambush. Blake and Schofield are tasked with delivering an urgent message to call off the assault. To succeed, they must cross miles of hostile territory, navigating trenches, desolate battlefields, and abandoned enemy fortifications. Time is against them, and every step carries the risk of discovery or death. Their journey begins in the British trenches and leads through the eerie silence of no man's land, littered with corpses and barbed wire.
Thank you so much for sticking around until the end of this video. If you enjoyed what you watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our future content. Feel free to leave a comment down below, share your thoughts, or suggest topics you'd like to see in upcoming videos.